What's going on, guys? Devs here, and I've been thinking about ways to start back up this channel, and I sat there and for a long time just kept overcomplicating it. So I think the best way for me to bring this all back is to just basically every once in a while pick a topic to talk about, share my insight on it, try to help people through things, and just kind of get comfortable speaking. So what I was thinking about for today is talking about the never-ending pursuit of accomplishments and kind of the toxic idea around what people call the grind set. So I'm going to try to not edit these too much, but sometimes I just lose my train of thought. And yeah, so I just wrapped up what I believe to be a pretty successful swim career and a fantastic academic undergraduate career. But with that came a lot of pressure from not only some other people, but mostly myself. And it started probably in high school. High school is when you start panicking about if you've made the right decisions. And then once I got to college, it got worse. So basically what every day looked like was waking up pretty early. You either have a morning swim practice or a pretty early class. You go through an entire day of classes, go to practice, push yourself to your limits, do homework, eat, and sleep. That is pretty much the lifestyle of an athlete who wants to be successful in college. And I was not outrageously successful, but I am happy with everything I did. But because I wanted to be so great at what I did, it took a lot of toll on not only my physical health, but my mental health. And a lot of that came because it felt like you could never accomplish enough. So one thing that really helped me, and it was a conversation I had with my brother, it was surrounding one of the world championship meets. I can't remember completely what it was, or which one it was, but we were talking about swimflation, which is basically just how fast swimming is getting, and kind of how sports as a whole are. A lot of the older athletes are getting washed out by these young, new, outstanding talents. And I was just talking about like how hard it is to go out there, you work your ass off every day, and there's still going to be someone who's significantly better than you. And he was just like, always remember what Teddy Roosevelt said: comparison is the thief of joy. That ended up being one of the most important turning points in my career for both swimming and academics, because at the end of the day, you really can only control what you can control. And I know that sounds stupid up front, but I promise if you slow down and think about it a little bit more, it'll start to resonate in a way that you didn't even think it could. What that meant for me was simply, I can control what I can control. I can't control what I can't control. And so that meant showing up to practice, doing what I could to be better, showing up to class, doing what I could to be better, and understanding that in the end, you can't control the outcome. You cannot control what other people do. And while that worked for a little bit, I still felt empty inside at points, because you sit here, you bust your ass every day, and you feel like you have nothing to show for it. And that moves into the main topic of today's video, is just the never-ending chase of accomplishments. When you go into an academic year or like an athletic year, you're saying, oh, like I want to get this GPA this semester, this year. I want to make the starting lineup. I want to go lifetime best. All these huge goals, which are fantastic. Don't get me wrong. The issue is that you are going to spend months studying and training without ever feeling like you accomplished something. You're always going to be just telling yourself that you aren't good enough and that you need to be better. So I think it's important to take time to set aside the small things. Be proud that you studied for an hour that day. Be proud at that practice that you went harder than you thought you could, and treat yourself. Celebrate. Go have that snack you enjoy. Go get that meal you've been dying to have for a while. Because I've been at the point before where you sit there and every day you feel like no matter what you do, you're not doing enough to be the best you can be. I can sit here, I can talk about my careers and how they shaped who I was, but I don't think it would be helpful to just sit here and explain a problem that I feel like a lot of people are having without trying my best to help and share what got me through it. So the first thing is definitely, if you do really well on a test, a quiz, at a practice, treat yourself. Like I said, go get that extra snack. The extra 100, 200 calories isn't going to kill you. Have a soda if you don't drink soda that often. Just do something small so that your brain knows that you care about what it's doing, that your body knows you care about what it's doing. The next thing that helped me a lot was share your successes with people. If someone's really your friend, they're going to want to hear about it. And so it became a thing with my best friend and I, where any small thing that happened, we shared, and we'd celebrate with each other. And it really does sound simple and kind of dumb up front and kind of selfish, but I promise I love hearing about my friends' successes, and it means the world when they tell me that they're proud of my accomplishments. In addition to that, it can inspire people to change something that they may want to change. The third thing I'll say, and you'll hear so many people say it, just try to be better than you were the day before. An emphasis on the word try. If every day you wake up just wanting to do one thing slightly better, say you studied an hour the day before, but today you're going to try breaking it up differently. You were better that day. Say you go into practice and you're going slower, but you slow down, you work on technique, you help a teammate out, you were better that day. That alone will help you so much mentally. Just understanding what it does mean to be better, what it does mean to accomplish something, doesn't have to be this gigantic task. It can be something as small as smiling at one person one day, having the confidence to speak to someone someday. All of those are wins that deserve recognition, and I hope you start patting yourself on the back for what you do. And the last thing I'll say, it's kind of to wrap it all up, is just be proud. Just be proud of you, of everyone around you. If you got up out of bed today, that's something to be proud of. If you made that bed, something to be proud of. The fact that you're here listening to someone talk about how to try to feel more accomplished, that's something I think you should be proud about, because it shows that either A, you're being nice and helping me build confidence, or B, you really do want to feel more full in life. And that'll wrap it up. I'm sorry this hasn't been very high quality. This is my first one, and I'm trying to drive a Pagani in the background. But if you wouldn't mind, if you have any ideas for something I can talk about and give insight on in the next one, try to help people out with, please leave it in the comment section below, and feel free to subscribe and like if you'd like. I would appreciate that more than you would know. So thanks, guys. Peace.